the earlier deterministic approach, there was always the belief that more refined measurements would lead to a better definition of the physical reality being examined. In the statistical approach, the parameters of the distribution are sometimes not required to have a physical reality and can only be estimated with error, regardless of how precise the measuring system. For example, in the deterministic approach, there is a fixed number, the gravitational constant, that describes how things fall to the Earth. In the statistical approach, our measurements of the gravitational constant will always differ from one another, and the scatter of their distribution is what we wish to establish in order to understand falling bodies. Do you understand that? We talked about that a little bit in Chapter 1. Stop it, you're making fun of me.
No, I'm laughing because of his face.
He's rapt.
I know. That's why it's so funny.
In 1963, the chaos theorist Edward Lorenz presented an often referenced lecture entitled, "Does the Flap of a Butterfly's Wings in Brazil Set Off a Tornado in Texas?" But you didn't know that was from a lecture in 1963. Lorenz's main point was that chaotic mathematical functions are very sensitive to initial conditions. Slight differences in initial conditions can lead to dramatically different results after many iterations. Lorenz believed that this sensitivity to slight differences in the beginning made it impossible to determine an answer to his question. Underlying Lorenz's lecture was the assumption of determinism, that each initial condition can theoretically be traced as the cause of a final effect. This idea, called the butterfly effect, has been taken by the popularizers of chaos theory as a deep and wise truth. However, there is no scientific proof that such a cause and effect exists. There are no well-established mathematical models of reality that suggest such an effect. It is a statement of faith. It has as much scientific validity as statements about demons or God. The statistical model that defines the quest of science in terms of parameters of distributions is also based on a statement of faith about the nature of reality.